Next at 6, one Kennewick family is searching for a missing 13-year-old. What we know about this case coming up.
Plus, running for governor, we'll introduce you to a new candidate tossing her hat in the ring to become the state of Washington's next leader.
And let's take a live look outside in Richland, 66. Stacy's on vacation, but Hayden Nix is in, and he'll have your first alert weather forecast as the news starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Hi, everybody. Good evening on this Tuesday. Thanks for being here. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Alyssa Warner. The Lewis Street Overpass project in Pasco is almost complete. Now the underpass is being worked on.
Yes, it is. It is impacting many businesses in that specific area, and that's why the Pasco City Council discussed this during last night's weekly meeting. That is our big story at 6.
Moving along to item number 11.
During Monday night's Pasco City Council meeting, 2 motions needed votes. The first motion, limit the Lewis Street Overpass micro enterprise business grants to $15,000 per business and $370,000 in total for micro enterprise business grants funding.
This is an item that we have been discussing in this chambers for the last couple of months.
The second motion to open the Lewis Street Overpass business grant applications for 2 months, ending on June 30th, 2024.
I mean, there was a little part of a recommendation by the Planning Commission for us to look for different funding, and I know the city staff is still doing that. But I know one of our goals, and a goal for a while, has been to develop an economic development plan. And I think our body should really focus on that.
Both motions did pass unanimously, though.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Apple Valley News Now took a trip to the area earlier today where crews are busy working. The city says the underpass at First and Lewis should be back open to traffic within the next 30 days. The entire project won't be done until August. While we were out and about earlier, we met this Pasco resident who literally came to check out how the overpass now looks.
Had a story or two about the old bridge, the old underpass too. So.
Roadway improvements include the construction of 3,000 feet of 2-lane urban street and intersection improvements at First, Tacoma, and Main Avenue. This part of the project also includes abandoning the existing underpass structure by backfilling and partial removal. How needed is this overpass for the city?
Oh, I think it helps. It's a great improvement for Pasco. Yeah, in the area that's going through, it'll help the businesses down here quite a bit.
All right, to learn how you can apply for those grants, just head to our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. Melissa.
Now tonight, the Richland City Council is set to consider new rules for setting the speed limit on city streets. So the city has a 20-page report outline online explaining the policy up for approval tonight. This is a project that's been years in the making. The policy would require speed limit changes to go through a review that would include a look at how fast people actually drive on city streets and considerations like how many bicycles and pedestrians are traveling in the same area. The city of Walla Walla is hosting a presentation tonight for the city's 10-year tourism master plan. That'll include a discussion from strategy consultants Hub Collective. Now, the team from Hub will share insights that it has gotten from members of the community and from city leaders. Results from the community survey that was done last month will also be presented. And members of the community are invited to come to City Council chambers tonight, starting at 6:30, to share your thoughts and ask any questions.
All right, time to talk about our forecast, and it was windy earlier.
It was windy, but we're getting into that beautiful time of year that it's really great to get out and enjoy parks. We're seeing some tourists move in, Hayden.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day if you kind of subtract out some of the peak wind gust out there, but we will continue to see these winds dying down, thankfully, as we go into the overnight hours. One thing I want to point out, though, is just right off the Cascades there, Ellensburg, 43-mile-per-hour wind gust that has come down from the 57-mile-per-hour wind gust. That was reported earlier this evening. But I do want to mention that there is a wind advisory in effect for this area until 11 p.m. That's Kittitas Valley there for wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. But we do anticipate this to wane as the system that's causing all this will start to slowly pull away here over the next 12 hours or so. Even got a little bit of some moisture still trying to occur in the higher elevations, but dry down in the valley. Temperatures here are holding in the 60s in the Tri-Cities. We've got 66 in Hanford. We've got 53 in Ellensburg, 58 in Walla Walla. Now, as we go into the overnight hours, it will get chilly, but warmer weather is on the way, and we're going to talk about how warm coming up.
All right, Hayden, thank you. Other news tonight. Right now, the search is on for a 13-year-old boy missing for more than 2 weeks right here in the Tri-Cities area. Family members say Dustin Sutphin is just under 5 feet tall and ran away from his father's house to avoid being taken into child protective custody. He's been gone since April 19th, but police haven't issued an Amber Alert. Kennewick officers tell us this case doesn't fit the necessary requirements.
When that alert is activated, we are asking for everybody's help to find that individual because we believe that that child is in danger. In this case, that's not the circumstances. We do not believe that he is in danger. He has simply run away from home.
Now, we also spoke to Dustin's aunt, who says he is in contact with her, but doesn't want to come back if it means going into foster care. She is asking anyone who knows where Dustin is, even if you're friends, to contact police.
We all love Dustin, including myself. I understand that loyalty of not wanting to call 911 or the non-emergency number, but every day that he's on the street is another day that something bad can happen to him.
She also tells us that Dustin doesn't want to go into foster care unless he can take his pet chicken with him and have access to a cell phone. We have more information about this case at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Now, Washington Governor Jay Inslee is not running for re-election this year. There are more than a dozen candidates right now vying to replace him. One of those gubernatorial hopefuls would make history if she makes it all the way to Olympia. Lionel Donovan met her in Tacoma.
In one of Tacoma's most well-known juice bars, one woman is looking to make history with her story.
I don't go where people think that I should go. I go where I'm needed, and judging from the conditions of Washington State, I'm needed at the top.
Ilona Kearney is tossing her hat in the ring to become Washington's next governor. If elected, Kearney will be the state's third female governor and first black governor. Born to a military family in Florida, Kearney herself is an Army veteran. After moving around, she eventually planted roots in Washington in 2016.
And my cousin, he was living here when he got out of the Navy, and he's like, "Oh, cuz, come up here, we can start a business together." So I moved up here, bought a house, and he moved back to Florida and left me by myself.
She says she was inspired to run after seeing issues such as homelessness worsen over time. Kearney says she's experienced homelessness herself, so she understands many of the challenges that face Washington's working class. Now she's pounding the pavement, looking to spread the word about her grassroots campaign.
So I've been, pretty much out in these streets ever since May 2022, getting to know people, because all our politicians always come out election year to our communities like that's the only time we exist.
But running for governor isn't cheap. Just filing to register for Washington's August primary costs nearly $2,000. Kearney says hurdles like that prevent many from running for office. She hopes that her campaign will inspire others to try to move into the governor's mansion.
Our people have marched for us to be able to be in these spaces, and even though there's difficulty to be in these spaces because we can't afford to be in these spaces, but to have saved up the money to do this means a whole lot.
That was Lionel Donovan reporting. Now, anybody hoping to run for governor this year has until Friday to file that paperwork. Now, still ahead on Apple Valley News Now at 6, Monique Ledesma takes us behind the scenes of Hanford High School's Legally Blonde musical play, coming up in Richland.
And while the big weather story today was wind, get ready for warmer temps. Hayden Nix is back in for Stacy. He'll have a look at your first alert weather forecast. We're on your side and back right after this.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Apple Valley Eats.
All right, so my job here is the food and beverage executive chef. I've been here 10 years. Started off here as an entry-level cook. I was given the opportunity to step into the executive chef role, which is the position that I'm in. I've been in that position for about 6 years now, almost. What I do here, I handle not so much the day-to-day operations, but everything that goes into the menu planning, the SOPs for all of the cooks, recipes, ensuring all the recipes are all the same, the consistency, the vision of the food and beverage department as far as the aesthetics, what is it going to look like, what does the food preparation look like. We have everything from catering, fast food, employee meals, which is a cafeteria style setting, and then obviously our bread and butter, what we do, a buffet here at Legends. What we like to do here is try to keep our team members happy, try to be versatile with them, try to be flexible, whatever needs that they may have, we try to accommodate. We do have childcare here on property, so if somebody needs to drop their kids off at childcare, that option's always there. You could come into our department with no experience at all, but we're gonna show you how to hold a knife, we're gonna show you how to cut vegetables, we're gonna show you how to cut meat, we're gonna show you how to use all the equipment. Is the comfort of knowing that I'm gonna have my consistent 40 hours a week. And that goes from everywhere from a dishwasher all the way up to my position. It's another benefit of working here at Legends. I like to think of it more as a career rather than a job.
My family's been serving the Tri-Cities for 85 years at Griggs and the Tri-Cities Ace stores.
And we have some deals we don't want you to miss.
Ortho Weed Clear is on sale only $11.99.
Assorted colors of geraniums are only $2.49.
Tomato and pepper plants are sale priced at $4.99.
And this 50-foot garden hose is a steal at $24.99.
See all of the deals using this QR code. Come see us at Griggs and your Tri-Cities Ace stores, and thank you for your business.
Take advantage of the tax credits you can, including the annual Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You can get money back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
And now a joke from Yolk's Fresh Market.
What do you call chips that aren't yours? Nacho chips.
Welcome to the downtown Yakima Farmers Market, where we celebrate local produce, crafts, and cultures. We're excited to kick off our season on May 12th at our new location at 15 West Yakima Avenue. Immerse yourself in the vibrant atmosphere of our market, filled with locally grown fresh fruits and vegetables, as well as a variety of handcrafted items. Don't miss out on this exciting event. Join us at the downtown Yakima Farmers Market, opening May 12th.
Save now at Buy Mart with our latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox or pick up a copy in store. From Mother's Day gifts to spring gardening essentials and more, save now at Buy Mart. Northwest employee owned for 20 years.
ET and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. Welcome back. Hanford High School is putting on Legally Blonde, the musical, this spring, and that in and of itself is no small feat. But they're going to be putting on a performance that is different from anything they've tried before.
Yeah, tomorrow they'll be putting on a performance that is very different, like you said. And Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma explains new at 6.
Hanford High School's drama club is bringing Legally Blonde, the musical, to life in a whole new way. For the first time Wednesday night, an American Sign Language interpreter will translate the whole performance. I talked to Lola Eden, who plays Elle Woods, about how the ASL class got them thinking about how to include more people.
It's not something that's addressed as much as some things. And so it was really important to us that our deaf teacher and her friends could come see the show and be able to enjoy it with other people.
I was able to interview the ASL teacher, Maria Lascaster, and had one of her students that is in the play translate her interview. Lascaster says she can't wait to see all the students' hard work come to action.
I'm looking forward to the show, to be able to watch my own students and be proud of them for all their hard work. They all mean so much to me. For the first time, we have a deaf teacher, and she's really special to me and a lot of the people in Legally Blonde. And theater is such an important art that connects so many people in different ways, and it's really important to be able to bring new people into that and be able to enjoy it as everyone else would and make it accessible to them.
Reporting in Richland, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
Monique, thank you so much for that. As of right now, tomorrow night's play is the only way and only one where they will have an interpreter, but the drama club does plan to try again on future productions and look for more ways to make their performances accessible to more people.
Wonderful to see that. I always love to see them making these plays more accessible. Now, the Greater Yakima Chamber of Commerce is looking for more sponsors for Lemonade Day, which is a summer program to help inspire young entrepreneurs. Instead of going it alone, the kids receive guidance for how to start their own business. And if they don't have the money for supplies, they can get help from a sponsor. Chamber officials say they have 40 children involved in this in 2023. With registration still open for this year, they're hoping to double that number in 2024. The program ends with a competition on June 8th and 9th. You can find more information by emailing yakima@lemonadeday.org.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Hayden Nix.
Well, let's talk about this forecast. It was a beautiful day here in the Tri-Cities. We had a mixture of sunshine and cloud cover. Winds, yes, still on the breezy to windy side on occasion, but notice the flag just under the letter U there. Not quite as stout as whipping around on the top of the flagpole compared to yesterday. We're still holding in the mid-60s currently as we move through the 6 o'clock hour here. Wind speeds are holding elevated right now in Hanford at 30 miles per hour. Ellensburg 39. We're down in the teens in the Tri-Cities in Hermiston and 14 in Moses Lake. Now, as we go into the overnight hours, the system that's caused all of the windy weather will be slowly working its way eastward into the high plains. This will allow for these higher readings to relax some, but we do have a wind advisory near Ellensburg until 11 o'clock for Kitticass County and the valley down through there for that reason. But as we navigate into Wednesday, look what happens here. Better wind gust values. That means we'll see lighter sustained winds and occasional gusts that could become elevated from time to time. And then as we go into Thursday and Friday, that will not be a factor. We'll be more acclimated to what we're used to. Futurecast is going to show as far as any precipitation from this system. There may be just a little bit left in the higher elevation of the Cascades for the next few hours here, even down towards the Blues, but that's about it. And then we're going to see clearing conditions and a beautiful Wednesday on tap, but not just Wednesday. Our current setup here is going to allow for a transition for a ridge of high pressure to take place from the upper level low that has currently been the big factor here in the Pacific Northwest. Look what's happening out over the Pacific Ocean here. We are going to see a ridge building in from the south, moving northward here. And as we head into tomorrow, we'll start to notice the increase in temperatures, the relaxing of the wind speeds, and also adding some cloud cover. By Thursday, we're going to be seeing temperatures all around the region in the upper 70s, and then we're going to continue to see those readings climbing as that ridge moves closer inland, allowing for temperatures like what we're experiencing tonight to not be something we feel later this week. So it's chilly tomorrow morning. We're going to see readings starting out in the 30s area-wide from the Tri-Cities back towards Cascades and up north towards Moses Lake on I-90 and back down towards Pendleton on I-84. Now, one thing I do want to bring up here as we go into tomorrow afternoon, that cloud cover will be in and out, but we're going to see less and less of it as we work its way through into Thursday and on Friday. See all that sunshine coming in on your 7-day planning forecast here for the Tri-Cities. We'll have low 80s Thursday, mid 80s Friday, 90 degrees. We'll be flirting with that on Saturday. For Mother's Day, nice and warm, summer-like weather across the area. Yakima also 87 degrees there, and we'll maintain those 80s all the way through Monday. Now, we will see that ridge begin to break down, and that will allow for those temperatures to cool down some. We're looking at mid to upper 70s by Tuesday. Another thing that ridge is going to do is dry us out. We're going to see no rain chances in at least the next 7-day forecast planning here. As we head into Wednesday and Thursday of next week, there could be some adjustments to that. Light rain chances coming back into play. Overnight lows will climb into the mid and upper 50s.
All right, Hayden, thank you for that. We'll check back in with you a little bit later. Mikey's Chance, the Tri-Cities Canine Rescue, is closing its doors to animal intakes right now. Rescue officials say there's an overwhelming number of dogs in need in the community right now. Mikey's Chance officials say they need to focus on the dogs and their care. More requests are coming in than the rescue is able to help. Stephanie Stadelman, one of Mikey Chance's board of directors, says there's between 200 to 230 dogs in the care of the rescue at the moment. One factor that contributed to the closing of the intakes, boarding for the dogs, not in foster homes. Right now, that's costing Mikey's Chance $8,000 each month. Once the number of dogs goes down, Stadelman says intakes could open up again.
We're really hoping that this can be a really temporary situation and that we can open up our intakes again, because we know that a lot of dogs are in need. But to do that, we really need to get the dogs that we currently have in boarding out, because it's just not fair for us to continue to intake dogs when they've been sitting in a kennel for a year.
Let's talk about some of the ways that Mikey's Chance needs the community's help. The first is foster homes. The rescue is putting an emphasis on a need for people to open their homes up, especially to medium and large dogs. The next is donations. Officials say that vet bills and boarding we talked about earlier are the biggest expenses. Another is fundraising. The rescue is looking for people to help coordinate activities to bring in more funds to cover those costs.
Coming up on Apple Valley News Now, we're talking about a controversial offering at Panera now leaving the menu. What the restaurant isn't saying about the change is coming up next.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can capture all the moments that make summer, summer. Like driving a RAV4 to wade in a waterfall.
Nice.
Cruising to play mini golf in a Camry. Or taking a Tundra to the beach.
You're not gonna leave me here, are you?
Right now, lease a new 2024 Tundra for just $549 per month. See your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction, it's too expensive to remodel your bath. Fact, with Bathfitter's hundreds of design options, you'll get the bath you want to fit your budget. Fiction, bath remodels take forever and tear the house apart. Fact, Bathfitter installation takes just 1 day to fit your schedule. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on the KMA 80R Combi motor or the HSA 50 hedge trimmer. Real Steel.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Welcome back, and a consumer alert this evening. Panera says it's going to stop selling its caffeinated lemonade that is already the subject of multiple lawsuits. Now, those lawsuits say Panera's charged lemonade contributed to the deaths of 2 customers and irreversible health complications in a third. So Panera introduced the caffeinated lemonade 2 years ago, along with a drinks subscription program that gave customers unlimited soft drinks for a set monthly price. The problem is, a lot of people said at the time they didn't realize that ounce for ounce, the charged drinks had almost as much caffeine as a Red Bull and came in much larger sizes. Now, about the change, Panera says customers just want to go in a new direction. It is the National Week of Action for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Relatives, and still ahead tonight, we'll show you one of the ways advocates here in Washington are working to make a difference. That's coming up in the next 5 minutes.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
It's National Care Stand Month. Why finance at another flooring store when you could get up to 75% off Care Stand's durable, luxury, in-stock carpets? This month only at Floor & Home.
Eastern Front and Russian mob threw down in a big way.
We are looking at a full-out gang war.
Gun! Officers down! Repeat, officers down!
The Rookie, all new tonight on ABC.
Following 2 epic battles in January, boxing great and current trainer Roy Jones Jr. is bringing back Yakima's Andrew Murphy and India's Mandeep Jangra to defend their titles at Legends Casino Hotel on June 28th. Murphy fought his heart out in defending his super middleweight belt to get a perfect 8-0 and now faces his biggest challenge to date. Mandeep won a solid 10 rounds to retain his junior lightweight title and will try to remain undefeated in what promises to be another bruising battle. Tickets start at just $40 and can be purchased at Ticketmaster.com or the Legends gift shop. Don't miss action-packed pro boxing at Legends Casino Hotel. Get your tickets now.
Prosser Digestive Health Center is now offering gastroenterology services daily, including weekends. Board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Jack Brandenburg provides the full spectrum of digestive health care. His services include colon cancer screenings, treatment for swallowing problems, inflammatory bowel disease, liver disorders, and more. To schedule an appointment, call Prosser Digestive Health Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
From Paris to Milan, New York to Tokyo, fashion shows have graced the world's most glamorous stages. And now, the world is turning its eyes to the Tri-Cities for the 2024 Goodwill High School Fashion Show. They've got like major style, endless creativity, and seriously, they've got like an enormous amount of heart, you guys. Don't even think about missing the fashion event of the year, Goodwill's 2024 High School Fashion Show. See you at the show.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
Are you looking for a bank that has traditional values and modern solutions? Are you looking for a bank that is member-owned? Are you looking for a bank that leaves a lasting impact on the community? I've got news for you. You're not looking for a bank. Belong to something better. Join Hapo Community Credit Union, where you are more than just a member. Visit hapo.org to join today. Where do you credit union?
Did you miss Good Morning Northwest today? Then go to AppleValleyNewsNow.com, where our show streams all day, every day, right on the homepage. Oh, and when you see this screen, it means we're in a short break. So just keep the app open and enjoy the show.
It's National Care Stand Month when you could get up to 75% off Care Stand's durable, luxury, in-stock carpets. You dream, we install. Love the home you live in.
A crime alert in Kennewick. Police are investigating an attack that happened in a bar parking lot. Police say 2 people were assaulted by what they called a large group in the parking lot that's near 4th and Vancouver in Kennewick. They're asking anyone with information about what happened to go ahead and reach out. You can also do that anonymously. You can send in an anonymous tip through the website kpdtips.com. Now, in some ways, the state of Washington is leading the way in missing and murdered Indigenous women and relatives crisis. But coming up tonight, we'll take you to Toppenish for the annual symposium.
Yeah, plus we are looking ahead to another unseasonably chilly night across the region, but that is going to change fast once we hit midweek. Details in your First Alert forecast.
And TikTok's Chinese owner now fighting back in court against threats of a nationwide ban potentially within the next year. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Well, for For years, the federal government has been promising to do better when it comes to addressing the crisis of missing and murdered Indigenous people. Many of those efforts, though, come with an expiration date.
Yeah, Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell attended the annual MMIP Symposium at Legends Casino in Toppenish, and tonight she tells us federal officials promised their latest effort will be different.
With the MMIP Regional Outreach Program, each region will now have one person dedicated to coordinating MMIP efforts between agencies and a federal prosecutor whose job is solely to go after those MMIP cases. And both positions are permanent.
Indigenous people, and especially Indigenous women like me, are more likely than any other racial or ethnic groups to be murdered.
Bree Blackhorse, now the first assistant U.S. attorney whose main priority is those cases that often end up on the back burner.
This is a permanent position dedicated to MMIP issues.
Not just prosecuting murders, but hopefully preventing them by targeting precursor crimes, including domestic violence, sexual violence, crimes involving child physical and sexual abuse, and human trafficking.
Many of us may experience these cases can often do escalate to murders.
Another responsibility to develop a training program for how to respond to MMIP cases and participate in outreach efforts, like speaking at the MMIP Symposium.
If there are things we can do better, please let me know. If there are things you like that we're doing that you want to see more of, please come talk to me.
Blackhorse says even though she started at the end of February, her caseload is already in the double digits. We'll continue to keep you updated on this program as it progresses. Reporting from the Yakima Newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Emily, we appreciate that. Other news, we are following up tonight on the fundraiser for Amber Rodriguez, who is one of the victims killed in April's deadly shooting at Wiley Elementary School in West Richland. Last Friday night, hundreds of people attended the fundraiser and silent auction for the ex-wife of suspect Elias Huizar, who was also a former Yakima police officer. The event was sponsored by Pacific Clinic and held right here at the hub of Kennewick. Organizers say that over $21,000 was collected, all thanks to this event. The money will be used to help pay for funeral expenses.
We had so many people, from teachers, people in the community, that were just, moved by everything that happened.
We even had people not even do the silent auction, but just come and give money in their hands, and just see everybody reach out. We had over 150 silent auction donations, and at one point we had to cut it off because it just kept on coming.
Now, happening this coming weekend, another silent auction and fundraiser will be held, also for Rodriguez. This one will be live from 5 to 7:30 p.m. at the Uptown Theater in Richland.
We can switch gears a little bit and talk about our weather. We're supposed to be seeing a really nice weekend. We just got to get through the blustery period first.
Yeah, let's check in with meteorologist Hayden Nix in for Stacy. He joins us from the First Alert Forecast Center now.
Yeah, we are looking at conditions finally starting to ease up with these winds here. We've had at least the last 2 days of elevated windy conditions, 15 to 25 mile per hour sustained, and then afternoons going into the 25 to 30 mile per hour sustained. And we even had some wind gusts holding in the lower 40s right now in Ellensburg. We've got 24 gust report here in Tri-Cities and Prosser at 30 miles per hour. Now, I want to just zoom in a little bit more towards Ellensburg. There's still a wind advisory in effect until 11 o'clock for strong winds. Could have gusts up to 50 miles per hour in the valley up there. Overall, from this upper level disturbance that's causing all of this, we're seeing a little bit of some light precipitation as well, and a mixture of some cloud cover, still holding on to ample sunshine in with those clouds. Temperatures in the mid 60s from Moses Lake down to Hermiston. We've got low 60s from Yakima. We've got 57 though in Pendleton, Walla Walla at 58 there, as temperatures will begin to cool down even more, heading into the 30s for tonight, with some mid-30s, maybe close to freezing in some of those higher elevations there. Your plan, your day for tomorrow shows that we will be warming up a bit more compared to the last few days, with low 70s on tap for a few locations, but even warmer weather, as I've talked about, coming up, and we're going to look at those numbers in just a minute.
Thanks, Hayden. A follow-up tonight, an 18-year-old who admitted to yelling racist slurs at college basketball players in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho during the NCAA tournament will not face charges. So back on March 21st, the Utah women's basketball team was set to play in Spokane, but they were staying across the state line in Coeur d'Alene because of a lack of hotel space. The players said when they went to dinner, two people were revving their trucks and speeding by, and then people yelled racial slurs at them. Well, in April, investigators announced they had audio confirming that the slurs were yelled, but the Coeur d'Alene prosecutor's office says now there was no recording of people revving trucks or speeding. And the prosecutor's office says a Post Falls high school student did confess to yelling a racial slur, but will not face charges because he didn't break any city or state laws.
Tonight, it is official. TikTok has filed a lawsuit against the U.S. government after President Biden signed a new law that could eventually lead to a ban on the app. TikTok is owned by the Chinese company ByteDance. There is some concern that the Chinese government might get access to Americans' personal data shared on the app. ByteDance has now filed a lawsuit saying it is unconstitutional for Congress to ban one specific speech platform, in this case TikTok. The new law would ban TikTok as long as it's owned by the Chinese company. ByteDance says it has no plans to sell.
Well, there were big developments in the courtroom today as former President Donald Trump is on trial. He's charged with falsifying business records.
Yeah, today the jury heard from the woman at the center of all of this, adult film actress Stormy Daniels. ABC's Rena Roy has the very latest from Manhattan.
The jury in Donald Trump's historic criminal trial laser focused on Stormy Daniels on the witness stand, listening closely and furiously taking notes during her testimony in the case. The adult film actress describing in detail her first ever encounter with Trump back in 2006, meeting at a celebrity golf outing in California, and he invited her to dinner and up to his hotel suite. Daniels even telling jurors about the size of the hotel room, what it looked like, and the pajamas Trump was wearing. Then describing their roughly 2-hour conversation, and then she says they had sex. As Daniels got into intimate details about that alleged sexual encounter, Trump seen repeatedly tapping his defense attorney's arm, signaling for her to object, which she did multiple times.
This is all building up into, again, forming this idea, look, she was there, this did happen, and thus eventually we'll talk about the money.
Prosecutors say Trump's former lawyer Michael Cohen wired $130,000 to Daniels just days ahead of the 2016 election in exchange for her silence. Daniels reviewing that contract in court, confirming she did in fact sign it. Daniels testifying that her 2018 denial about Cohen's payment to her was false. When Trump repaid Cohen in 2017, prosecutors alleged Trump illegally characterized it as a legal expense to hide the payment from voters, later charging him with falsifying business records. Trump has pleaded not guilty and has denied that encounter with Daniels.
The legal expense that we paid was put down as legal expense.
The defense calling for a mistrial over her testimony, but the judge denying that motion. During cross-examination, the defense trying to play up Daniels' animosity for Trump, the back and forth growing hostile, the judge stepping in numerous times. Trump's defense says he was trying to protect his family, not his presidential campaign, but Daniels told the jury he never expressed any worry about his wife finding out. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Former President Trump was supposed to go on trial in Florida this month as well for charges related to his handling of classified documents. Today, the judge postponed that trial and did not immediately reschedule.
Now, a hospital system that covers 8 states has filed for bankruptcy. This could be a wake-up call for everyone else. So Steward Healthcare operates in Arizona, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Florida, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Massachusetts. The chain has 8 hospitals in one of the nation's smallest states, and the governor of Massachusetts accusing Steward of greed, mismanagement, and a lack of transparency.
One of the good things about bankruptcy is that Steward and its CEO and its management team will no longer be able to lie. Steward hospitals remain open. Of course, we cannot guarantee that there won't be disruptions or inconveniences.
Now, Steward, for its part, says it simply can't keep up with the highly challenging healthcare environment. They're saying that the government isn't reimbursing them enough for things like treating Medicare patients, and that the costs of running a hospital, including hiring medical workers, has gone up. Those have both been common complaints from hospital systems all across the country.
Genes known to increase the risk of Alzheimer's may actually be an inherited form of the disorder. Researchers say the new data shows that the disease may be inherited more often than previously known. Two forms of the disease are currently recognized: inherited and sporadic. Most cases are thought to be sporadic, with inherited cases accounting for only 1 in 50 cases. But research based on the new research, about 1 in 6 cases of Alzheimer's could actually be inherited. Researchers say that's because of a better understanding of the role that one type of the gene plays in a person's risk for developing the disease. Well, we are seeing mostly clear skies this evening, and a big change for your weather as Mother's Day is this weekend.
Yeah, meteorologist Hayden Nix returns with the details in just a moment.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Dishwasher on the fritz. Laundry giving you fits. A water heater that quits. In a world without Culligan, hard water makes life harder. Get a Culligan softener, the world's best. Put your water worries to rest.
My family's been serving the Tri-Cities for 85 years at Griggs and the Tri-Cities Ace stores. And we have some deals we don't want you to miss. Ortho Weed Clear is on sale only $11.99. Assorted colors of geraniums are only $2.49. Tomato and pepper plants are sale priced at $4.99. And this 50-foot garden hose is a steal at $24.99. See all of the deals using this QR code. Come see us at Griggs and your Tri-Cities Ace stores, and thank you for your business.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider. So switch to Spectrum and get a powerful network that connects nearly 500 million devices.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with free modem, no data caps, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee when you level up to a gig. Call 1-855-735-1336 or scan to call.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming with the most reliable internet speeds. Get a powerful network that millions of customers rely on. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with 99.9% network reliability, no added taxes or hidden fees, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee. Call 1-855-735-1336.
Call now.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
When foot pain is breaking your heart, a mother's story. My foot pain got really bad after I had my son. I didn't have any energy left to play with him. She tried various tricks and treatments. A lot of those disposable throwaway inserts. Nothing worked. Till she got fitted for Good Feet arch supports. I could feel like something was happening. Something good. It's been a life changer. For Elisa and her now not so baby boy. Stop by for your free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Right now, save big at Meredith Furniture. Buy one recliner and get the second one free, with recliners on sale as low as $5.99 and the second one free. Choose from many different styles and colors. Come into the store for more details. Prices like this won't last forever. Relax in comfort with not just one, but 2 recliners. That's right, you don't want to miss this buy one, get one free event at Meredith Furniture while supplies last. Meredith Furniture on South 1st and Washington, right next to Hobby Lobby.
Welcome back to the area's only local news during the 6:30 half hour. Well, if you are looking for a fun place to drop your fishing pole in the water, we may have the perfect lake for you. It's a few miles south of exit 254, right off Interstate 90. Here's more in tonight's Fly the Northwest.
We are at Fish Trap Lake Resort on Fish Trap Lake.
This lake is a trout lake, so the trout season is the middle of April to the middle of October, so that our lease season corresponds with the trout lake being open, where the spots are rented for that whole 6 months, the middle of April through the middle of October. The fishing is awesome. It is the wildlife and game departments stock it a couple of times during the winter, and the fishing has been great. It's a great fly fishing lake. And me being from the Midwest, I didn't know anything about fly fishing, so Mike's taken me under his wing and teaching me fly fishing as well, and I love it. We get a lot of spring runoff coming down here, and the lake, comes up and goes down, and a lot of wildlife. We have otters living down here, beavers, blue heron, eagle nest on the lake. I mean, the wildlife is really spectacular. A lot of people come down here and take pictures of all the different species of birds and things like that as well. So there's a lot of hiking trails up here on the BLM land that I walk quite a bit of it with my black lab. It's a very, very tranquil lake. It's very quiet. It's very beautiful. Yeah, it's awesome. It goes by fast, but summer is great down here.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Hayden Nix.
Well, that would be a great idea to go out to the lake for Mother's Day weekend, pack the bags, and maybe a few fishing poles. It will be a fantastic one. We'll talk about that weather in just a moment. We've got to talk about the nice weather that we're having at the moment. Here on this Tuesday evening, we've got a live look south here from Pasco, from the Dust Devil Stadium there. And notice the flag just right under the U on Sunset, now just to the left of the sun icon. Not quite as active as it was yesterday, but still breezy out there. Sustained winds holding at 15 miles per hour with those temperatures in the mid-60s. Winds are still a factor over to our west. Yakima 21 sustained, 32 in Ellensburg, 29 in Hanford, 31 in Prosser. We will see, though, those winds easing up as we head into the overnight hours. This is all still stemming from that upper level disturbance that has been active over the last about 48 hours at this point. And for another about 12 or so, we'll still see a significant influence from it until we see a change heading our way. But you could take a look at this and show by 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Wind gusts now more in the lower end of the sustained wind speeds that we've been experiencing. We're still going to see some elevated wind gusts, though, over near I-90 in Ellensburg there at 24 by tomorrow afternoon. On occasion, it could get up to around 30 miles per hour at times. Futurecast shows with the upper level disturbance, we're also going to see maybe just a little bit more precip trying to occur in the higher elevations of the Cascades, but that will quickly diminish as we see drier conditions continuing to filter in, and then clearing conditions as well. A lot of sunshine on tap for your Wednesday and for the latter part of this work week, and it's all coming from this big ridge of high pressure that will continue to nudge its way northward into the Pacific Northwest, and this system is going to try to move onshore. This is going to aid in settling the wind conditions down, drying conditions out in the valley, as well as temperatures going up. We're talking not just a subtle change, a significant increase in our readings to more of a summer-like pattern feel by the time we make it into this upcoming weekend. So that ridge is going to be a significant role in our forecast for the next several days here. To the top of the forecast, though, let's start with how temperatures are going to change from now through the end of the work week into the weekend. Chilly readings in the 30s to start out your Wednesday morning, upper to mid 30s, but keeping it just above those frost criteria there. Now for tomorrow, we will advance into the upper 60s to lower 70s area wide. There may be an opportunity for some lower 60s like Pendleton, Pullman, maybe only getting up to 59 degrees. Now your 7-day planning forecast shows that we will have lower 80s by Thursday, mid 80s by Friday, but some locations like the Tri-Cities and Yakima will be flirting with 90 degrees by Saturday. Mother's Day looking great. Then we'll go with mid-80s Monday, and then that ridge starts to relax and weekend, so we'll have upper 70s by next Tuesday, and that will be also for Walla Walla and Hermiston as well. We're going to keep it rain-free as well. There will be a chance for maybe a couple of showers being possible towards the middle and latter part of next week, but for now, nice weather on tap as we finish up here.
All right, thank you so much. We'll still ahead here on your news at 6:30 tonight. We're talking about some common misconceptions about skin cancer and how you can lower your risk. Those details right after this.
A semi-truck accident can shatter your life. At Tamaki Law, we put your life back together.
If you've been hit by a large commercial vehicle, call Tamaki Law. Semi-truck insurance companies have the resources to deny any claim. That's why you need the experienced team at Tamaki Law to fight for the justice you deserve.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on select Steel battery trimmers. Real Steel. Find yours.
With the arrival of spring comes the inevitable return of mosquitoes. But don't worry, for Benton County Mosquito Control is back in action, prepared to limit the seasonal return head-on. As West Nile virus continues to pose a public health concern, it's imperative to take necessary precautions. Ensure your safety by applying repellent and eliminating standing water around your home. Count on Benton County Mosquito Control to be your trusted ally in safeguarding your outdoor enjoyment. Visit our website today to discover more tips to protect your home and family.
Welcome to Beaver Valley Lodge, your rustic lodging and event venue in the beautiful Leavenworth, Washington. Experience the great outdoors and enjoy the beauty of the mountains as you stay with us on our 50 acres in the Cascade Foothills. Whether you're joining us for a wedding, retreat, vacation, or family reunion, we're here to make your stay unforgettable. We make it our goal for you to come as a guest, but leave as a friend. Book your stay today at beavervalleylodge.com.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get unlimited data for just $30 a line.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, it's a huge deal. On top of that, you also get 4 free phones.
4 free phones! Wow, I just triple checked and that's awesome.
So go get that deal. Or at least help me clip. Did you check the expiration dates?
Oh, I can do that.
Great.
4 free phones plus unlimited data for just $30 a line. No trade-in needed.
What do I love about Twigs? The steak salad. It's famous. It really is.
We love happy hour. We love the staff. We love the food. Wonderful place to be.
What do we love about Twigs? The bartenders.
ET and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back. It is the most common cancer in the United States. It impacts your largest organ, but despite that, doctors say there are a lot of misunderstandings about skin cancer.
And it's something to be aware of as we are getting into those long summer days, because UV rays are one of the main causes of skin cancer, whether that's from the sun or from tanning beds and sun lamps. It can actually have an impact on anyone, regardless of skin tone.
Most of those skin cancers are not melanoma, but there are about 100,000, a little more than 100,000 new cases of melanoma that'll be diagnosed in just 2024 alone. Skin cancer can show up on the skin in a variety of different ways, different colors, different shapes, different sizes, and that can be also relative to the type of skin or the coloring of your skin.
The American Cancer Society says another myth is when people wear sunscreen and think they can stay in the sun as long as they want. Experts say that while sunscreen does protect skin, you still need to wear protective clothing and a hat and avoid that midday sun if you can.
Well, there's going to be plenty of sunshine coming up this weekend. We're taking a final look at your first alert forecast when we come back.
Stan's gonna ride the Nebula Drop Tower.
Finally! I'm ready to ascend to the clouds, to go where no dino has gone before. Goodbye, Earth. Hi, Alice!
Whoa!
He doesn't know it comes back down?
Apparently not. I'll let you know when I hit orbit. Drop tower, I get it.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
You thought it would bust through the ceiling?
You came through a portal from another dimension. Weird stuff happens.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can do all your favorite beach activities, like spike ball, whitewater rafting, shrimp boils, wade fishing, or hanging with the locals. You can say that again.
Right now, lease a new 2024 RAV4 for just $369 a month. See your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Let's get scratching. Let's get scratching.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
I'm loving a pizza, Tony's big cheese pizza, loving a pizza. I've been loving a pizza, Tony's big cheese pizza, and Yakima's hometown.
Mom, let's order a large pepperoni pizza.
For Tony, big cheese pizza.
Good idea. I'll order it now. Tony's lets me order online or by phone.
When you want lunch or dinner the delicious, easy way, come to Yakima's Hometown Pizzeria.
We can't wait to see you at Tony's Big Cheese Pizza in the Safeway Plaza at 24th and Nob Hill.
For 25 years, GMA's Breakfast in Bed has supersized the joy of Mother's Day.
Oh my goodness. And for our 25th anniversary, we're making it the biggest surprise yet.
And the countdown is on to the mother of all surprises on Good Morning America.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back. We're taking a final look at your forecast. It is still cold out there.
Yes, it is. And Hayden Nix in for Stacy tonight with a final look at your forecast.
Yeah, it's going to be a chilly one out there, so make sure tomorrow morning to have the jacket on standby. You won't need it all day, though. Those temperatures are going to be in the 30s just for a few hours tomorrow morning after the sun comes up. Then we're going to be transitioning to some 70s by tomorrow afternoon. Low 70s in the Tri-Cities area. Then we've got 72 in Yakima. We've got 63 in Pendleton. But we may see temperatures not getting quite as warm like over in Pullman if you're traveling that way. 59 for a high there. Now, your 7-day planning forecast shows Tri-Cities and Yakima will be warming out of the 70s Wednesday to the 80s for Thursday and Friday. Then for Mother's Day weekend, we could be seeing some low 90s possible in a couple of locations there. But this warm weather won't last forever. There will be a break from it heading into the middle of next week with mid-70s returning. For now, we're also going to keep it rain-free in the forecast starting tomorrow through at least next Tuesday.
Nearly 90 degrees. Hard to believe.
I'm liking that.
All right. Thanks, Hayden. And thank you so much for watching. You can always find the latest on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.
We'll be back tonight at 11, hoping your news is good news.